So welcome to this episode of Pete's Garden. Thanks for tuning in. In this episode I'm here in the garden re-sowing some peas, and I'm also at the allotment planting something in my new allotment for the first time. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't clicked subscribe already, please do, and like and comment and share and all that business. And if you comment, don't forget to put where in the world you are, and tell me what you're growing for winter and spring harvest as well. I'm very interested in that. So roll titles. So I'm in the greenhouse, and as you can see, the carrots are doing quite well. Bit of weeds in there, but that's alright. Some turnips, I don't know if you can see them, but they're just coming through there, and a few bits of celery there as well. But when I ran a seed company a few years ago, I got a customer who said that she would put her French beans and her runner beans in around September, October time, and she found actually that if she put them through dwarf versions in pots and in the greenhouse, then she could get them almost all year round. So I'm trying that for the first time, and this is dwarf French bean Speedy. I'm only putting in one seed, and because I'm doing what Sean's allotment garden does, and thinking, well, you know, seeds quite expensive. Can't get this packet open with one hand. Hang on a sec. There we go, got it now. And so I'm only doing one seed per pot, and sowing it on its side like that. This is dwarf runner bean Pickwick. There we are. And I should say that this is compost. It's compost on the top, new compost on the top that's been sieved as well, because it had quite a lot of crap in it. But it's down below, it's old compost, which will be spent now, and I should have got rid of, but I haven't quite got enough compost to fill those pots. Whoops. Oh, and I forgot to mix in some Vitax Q4. I should have mixed it in before I put the seeds in. It's a bit dried up in there anyway. I'll put a little bit, I'll have to throw that out. I'll put a little bit in there, and well, there we go. And I've got the labels on, So, as I say, this lady reckoned that she could get a decent crop, put finger over the lens, that she could get a decent crop pretty much all year round. So we'll see now that I've got this new greenhouse. Now, there's a few gaps, as you can see, in my pea beds, because they should be something like 4 inches apart, I suppose. Well, they can be sort of 2 or 3 inches apart, and then like that, and then sort of 2 there, if that makes sense. It should look like a number 4 on a dice. And the thing with peas is there's nothing wrong with risking them being a bit too close together, if that makes sense. You wouldn't push them in like that when you're originally sowing them, because when you're sowing them all, you'd want to, I would anyway, want to do them in properly in drills and things like that. And when you're pushing them in, it's probably not, that's just the greenhouse door going, when you're pushing them in, it's probably not ideal actually, because might affect the casing on them, but I think it doesn't matter so much when you're just re-sowing a few. And the variety is Hurst Greenshaft. You might think, why have I sown them so late? Well, that is because I was going to sow them on my old plot before I swapped it for this new one, and this new one needs sorting out before I can put too much stuff on it, so I'm putting them in the garden at home instead. And they say on the packet that the latest possible time is July, but in my experience that's not true at all. I'll just sort of cover that one up a little bit. Looks like it's come out. And I'll just fill in the rest of the gaps, and there we go. So I'm back on the allotment, and time has been so scarce recently that I'm down here at sunset, and a load of new plants have been delivered, including some cabbages for harvesting over winter and early spring. So this is obviously still a very much a work in progress, this plot, and is going to be for a few months, but I've got a few patches where I can at least put something in, and starting with this patch, which I'm going to work over now, and I'll show you the results in a moment. So there we are. I've only had about half an hour on the plot, and I've not quite done that all perfectly, but it is good soil there. It's very good soil, and there we are. So I have managed to get a little patch of 3 Savoy cabbages in there, and I'll probably come back down over the weekend and carry on. And I am keeping all the other plants that I've received today in water, and I put them in water straight away, so that obviously, and some of them are going in the garden at home anyway, so they will all get done within the next couple of days, I would have thought. And I put some beer traps there and there. I haven't netted them because I'm finding that once it gets towards this part of the year, there aren't that many butterflies anyway, and if that changes, if I start to notice any little holes in them, I will obviously take action then. But there we are, that's my little sunset escapade on the allotment. So thanks for watching this episode of Pete's Garden. There'll be another one very soon, and if you haven't already, then please do click subscribe and like, comment and share. And don't forget, if you, as I said before, if you comment, then please put where in the world you are and tell me what stuff you are growing for winter and spring harvest as well, because that helps me actually. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.